Hello everyone. So today we have Akshay Sharma, author of the book The Flying Dreams, and we have upcoming novels. So we are going to have an interaction with Akshay, and we like to talk about his journey, about his experience, about his career as an author. Okay. So we will like to have some interaction with you. So my first question is, can you tell me about your life journey? What is the experience, like what you are doing? So we will like to know about you.
Okay. Hello, Vikas. How are you? So it was great to have me here.
Yes.
I feel that you are doing a good job. I've seen most of your inspirational videos where you are getting in touch with many personalities, and you're doing this. So first of all, congratulations for that.
Thank you.
And secondly, my journey, it's been it's like a dream. You always have that certain passion which you need to achieve it and conquer it. So it is always like that. So whereas book journey has been very long, and it has taken me around 5 to 6 years to to launch my first book.
Okay.
At the age of 27, I launched my first book, wherein I started writing right from the age of 21 or 20 itself, quite early. But it took me very long for for to publish my first book. So it is, yeah. So that has been a very long journey since I started imagining my career into authorship. So yeah, this is what it has been.
Okay, so we talk about, you just tell me about your journey. So how started, like before you was like engineer, I think you are engineer and you are working in a corporate as per my research about you. So can you tell me that journey and then shifting to from then as a job to as an entrepreneur, as a writer. So just been like to know about that.
Yeah, sure, definitely. As you know, right from 2011,
Okay.
I was into. I was an electrical engineer student. So by the time also, I used to make music, and that was my passion. Right, making music, writing songs. So writing was always there. So apart from that, I also did few short films as well in my final year days. Okay, it was so like we had ample number of time along with project work, so we used to find
So
a
from
time and do
college
those things.
college time also you are with creative and innovative from college time only.
Um, yeah,
Yes.
right from school, I play instruments right from my third standard.
Okay. That's great.
So it was going alongside parallelly. Like one side I used to concentrate on my studies, whereas the other side music was always there. But
Okay.
writing especially came in 2012. When I first wrote a short film, which I owned directly. I directed it, and I had a team, very good team here. So they were a camera person, then editing people, like they were a good team. So
Okay.
we did that in 2012 itself. So it was a long journey since then. Then after that, I graduated as an electrical engineer, electrical and electronics.
Okay.
Then I had to join company because literally after graduating you have to look after your career as well. But by that time, it was like you have to join as an electrical engineer, you have to pursue your career in that. So I got an opportunity in Bhushan Steels. That was a very big plant over in Odisha. It is quite very big, and if you compare in India, it's the top 5 plants. So I was very fortunate enough, I would say, because whatever I did, I never regretted, because
Okay.
that particular moment was great for me, even if it was for electrical engineering, for writing, for music, whatever field I was in, I really enjoyed thoroughly. So I
Okay.
never had any regrets, because I wanted to live that moment, and I lived it. So
That's
yeah, it
great.
happened that way. And I worked in that plant for 2.5 years. I gained a lot of experience. I was there. You used to work looking after the control rooms, control panels, big machines. The
Okay.
machines itself would be around 1 2 floor big sizes,
Okay.
motors, HT, high tension, low tension. So these were the works which I used to look after. Apart from that, since that plant used to be an isolated area in the sense of you are not connected with any cities or towns, wherein you have to go 50 kilometers far away for the town. So the plant was in a luxurious place, like inside the whole campus used to be very luxurious. So that was a time when I started writing
Okay.
in terms of aiming for a book,
Okay.
not like that usual short film writing. Short film writings is like a script. That was the time I thought, okay, I want to write a book one day. Let me just think. I
Okay.
never told any of my friends. So that was the time I really started writing. and it continued further. So by the time, I just wrote one half story book. I shared with few of my friends. They really liked it, but I felt, no, this is not the right time, to publish a book. So I just left that book. So that book is all gone.
Okay.
Then I shifted from there. I came back to Coimbatore. Coimbatore had a very big company here. So it was a German company
Okay.
where you had to make machines, and so that was purely into electronics field and mechatronics side. So yeah, it was a good transition from electrical to mechatronics, where you're gaining a lot about robotics as well. So I learned quite a lot of things um, in my German company over here.
Okay.
Then from there, I really took very seriously writing. I took very seriously. It was like I used to come home, and I used to sit with writing every day. Okay, so apart from that, I used to make music as well. So music was I decided to make music only for my peace. Like whenever I feel like I'm very stressed out, I play music, so it de-stresses. That
Okay.
sort of a music connection, I keep it with me. Apart from that, writing, it was like, I have to do this one or the other day, I will do it. So one day, in 2018, finally, I had an opportunity. I got an opportunity, I would say, to meet Shiv Khera sir.
Okay.
Shiv Khera, maybe you
Yes.
could
Yes.
know him.
Yeah.
He's a very, very, very big author
Yes.
and a great
Definitely.
motivational speaker.
Yes.
So I would thank my company people, for organizing one big workshop. So I got an opportunity, and when I met him, the only thing what motivated me is that even you can achieve your dreams. So
Mm.
from that day, I thought, okay, I've been writing my book since very long. Why I'm not publishing it? So
Okay.
I just went ahead and I published my book immediately after 4 months. In
Okay.
2018, my book got published, and 2018 was my dream year,
Okay.
where I had got the projects from my company as well, for Thailand-based projects and
Okay.
other places as well. Apart from that, I worked on my book, and my book got published. And even then, there were few companies, they called me to receive an award. I was really shocked, and I was like,
Okay.
okay, let me just come there. They said me that, see, I told them I'm an author, but
Mm.
how's that? I'm just trying to become an author
Yes.
also. It is like a career, a dream career for me. All these things I was just talking to them. So this is how it started, and this is how my journey. Then in 2019, I took it very seriously as a
Okay.
profession. I took it.
Mm.
Previously, it was like I want to achieve my dreams, and then 2019, it turned out to be a total profession, where people saw my journey. They saw it was all connected through social media at first.
Mm. Okay.
People were looking at my. Then I started to digitalize everything. So
Okay.
I made a website of my own, author website. So
Okay.
by seeing that, I got many calls from various schools and colleges. Then I went there as a motivational speaker at first. They said me that you please come and give give some talks about about dreams especially. So my
Yes.
book is also based on dreams, that
Okay.
flying dreams was actually about. So it would really motivate many students, especially about the students. So that is how I started and went on. Then I got few calls from IIT campus as well, and
Okay.
big schools and colleges from Coimbatore and other places as well. So this is how it went.
Definitely. It's great.
And
Like
after
you have
that,
lot of opportunities were coming and you are taking the opportunities and definitely you are going with that. Okay, so we will
yes, yes, yes.
we want to know about the book, The Flying Dreams, that you talk about. Little bit idea you can give about the book.
Sure, sure, sure. I will tell you. Flying dreams, see, everybody has a dream. They have a certain dream to achieve. They already have forgotten their dreams, but still they have it in their heart that one day I will achieve it. That is called flying dreams.
Okay.
And by going by the science fiction way, because it has a dealing with science fiction also with psychological thriller. So
Okay.
why I've related these both things are only basically about a person's perspective. Okay, so I'm just telling you everything in technical words in a simple way,
Okay.
that like we often see our dreams. We often see our dreams inside our dreams, correct?
Yes.
And we never achieve it. We never try to achieve it. So this
Yes.
is what it hinders every person. This is what
Okay.
it makes them feel very low, and that psychological effect is always there in everybody,
Okay.
that I'm not able to achieve what I wanted to be. So this is what the main theme is. was
Okay.
basically taking that particular topic. I have made it into science fiction. So the story goes like, um, the character's name is Arav.
Okay.
So he is like a very passionate magician. Okay,
Okay.
he wanted to pursue his career as magician. So by going by the Indian society trend, nobody would like to pursue your passion. Especially you only want to be an engineer or doctor or whatever. So it's like common thing. So what I did was like I made his Uh, character comparing to everybody's life. So what he does is he hypnotizes himself, and he goes inside his dream. And whenever he goes inside his dream, he finds an auditorium where he's performing magic show. So
Okay.
he's literally seeing his life as a magician. So and he's getting addicted to that, which
Okay.
means he often hypnotizes and he goes inside his dream. But one point of time, he's forgetting that his life or dream is his life. You're getting my point. There is no
Yes, I got it.
difference
Yes.
between there's no difference between dreams and reality. So it's kind
Yes.
of an illusion. So when people read it, they'll also get confused at one point of time. Then at
Okay.
the end, when the climax comes, everything will be revealed in the book. So this is what I've just given you a
I
short
understand.
hint of the book, because there's a long story also.
Yes, yes, I got it.
I
But
love.
it's good. It's good. Like you have some science fiction you just added in the dreams. Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, no, no, it's great. And also, I'm following you on social media, so I saw that you are coming with one or two novels. You are writing it, and I have seen the trailer of it. Okay, so can you explain me about that novel?
Yeah. Yeah, it's very I it is my dream project.
Okay.
I call
Yeah.
that as a project because I have named it as a writer on a mission, and I've been writing since 1.5 years now. It is not at all finished yet, and I don't know
Okay.
when it will finish because I'm giving my best to write each and every chapter. Till now, the story has been like I've completed 75 to 80% of the story.
Okay.
The climax part is only remaining, whereas writing is also going sidewise, like 50% of, I would say 40% of the writing is over. So this is about a mission
Okay.
which a writer completes. So why does that, like a writer on a mission, which is not heard quite in regular terms. So that
Yes.
is why I just named it differently, writer on a mission, because the book has uh, adventure. The book has thriller. It is basically a thriller story. Apart from that, the book also has a hint of mythology. It very little, I wouldn't say more, because I'm just making a mixture of
Mhm.
thriller plus mythological. That's it. So it is not purely into myth. Yeah, this is what the book is all about. And the main character is a negative character.
Okay.
So he's known as they're fighting against the negative character, as well as the negative character is also a big plot in the book. So it
Okay.
has all the dealings about the character. Then the female character is very important.
Okay.
Her name is Natasha.
Okay.
Natasha is actually working for Indian, she's an Indian agent who works in London,
Okay.
who looks after so it is kind of,
Quite
storylines
interesting.
over I'm
As per
making.
the story, I can see it's quite interesting book, and definitely once
Mhm.
it's going to launch, and like we have to read it about. Okay.
Yes,
So, like
yes.
Akshay, see, like you are an author, so definitely there's a lot of your mind should be calm enough. You need to be understanding, and there's a lot of things that is going. Okay, as per the we are the entrepreneurs, we like we have regular job and all, and but you have to be constant enough your mind to write the things. Okay, so it's not easy for anyone to think about it, think in a different word, and then write it. So how you manage everything?
Yeah, I would like to say, when you're not able to think, it's better not to write.
Okay.
You get my
Yes.
point.
Hmm.
Like suppose you have a huge pressure on you, particularly on one day, and
Hmm.
you sit to write, you never get any kind
Okay.
of ideas. You will
Hmm.
never get any kind of ideas, in fact.
Okay.
So this is what the main thing about writing is. Whereas if you're really focused on writing, that you want to write this, then it's better to forget all the distraction on that
Yes.
particular day, and you have to focus. Main thing is, focus and attention,
Okay.
as well as you have to keep your phone away. So this
Okay.
is very important.
Yes, yes,
See, when
nowadays, yes.
you It is because I have been in touch with many writers and authors in India. So whatever they are saying, it's the same thing that whenever they sit to write, the phone is the major distraction. So
Yes.
once you keep the phone away and you sit to write, everything will come in your mind automatically. You don't need to think about any particular topic. You just sit and you just write. You can finish it off like 1,500 to 2,000 words in a day. That will be very
Okay.
easier if only the phone is off. So
Okay.
this is what I tried one day, and I
Okay.
did that, but it's not on regular basis. Even I am
Mm.
like quite phone addict, like
Okay.
everybody, everyone else is. So this is what.
I got it. Got it. So almost as we say, it's a COVID-19 pandemic. There's a lot of things that changing. So how you are making this time useful, or what you're doing? So we would like to know about it.
Yeah, see, COVID does like it has brought a lot of stress on
Yes.
everyone's life, because especially for a writer's life, obviously you have a lot of time to think and write. But whenever you think, all these things goes in your mind. Okay, what will be the future? Why? When are we going to, go out of our houses, and when are we going to live a normal life? So whenever you sit to write, that also hinders in your
Yes.
mind. Okay, so many writers are taking a lot of efforts, efforts in terms of writing. They are utilizing it well, but many are also not able to concentrate it
Mm.
because of these pressure.
Yes.
The pressure, that's what I told you. Anything which hinders your day-to-day life, right? That becomes a pressure. And when
Yes.
a lot of pressure comes in your mind, people don't feel like writing. But some are the other way. When people are very much stressed out, right? They
Yes.
love writing, because writing is also one kind of art where it de-stresses you. Like reading de-stresses you. People, reading is actually the number one thing. Whenever
Yes.
you are stressed out, whenever you are in a huge pressure, it's better to read. So better to switch off the phone first of all and read. So once you read, no, everything will be very good. In fact, it'll turn out to be the best. So this is
Okay.
what it is.
Definitely understand. And also the last question, as per now, there's a lot of budding authors out there. A lot of people are seeking their career as an author. Okay, so might be there's some distraction. They think what they how they can do. So you can guide them on your journey and your experience.
Yes, yes, definitely. See, as I told you, whatever they feel to write, it's better to write and publish it. And it does not necessarily mean that you have to publish from a big publisher. Whatever
Yes.
publisher you get, you just publish it. So once your book is out, and once the readers are knowing your ability, you
Yes.
will know that where you stand, right? So it's
Okay.
all about testing your own ability. The
Okay.
first book is always testing your own ability. You cannot uh, think of earning money. The main thing, what people think that, okay, I'm going to launch my book, so I'll earn a lot of money. That is
Yes.
wrong.
Okay.
Even after third book, you don't earn that much money. But leaving money aside and thinking book as only an art, you will definitely, go places. Because if you worship your art, obviously one or the other day you will get all the money which you have spent on your art. So that is definitely going to give you in return. So that is what I feel basically. And all I can say to the budding authors, like whoever wants to write, it's better write what your heart says.
Okay.
That is what.
Mhm. Definitely, definitely. So it's a I got a lot of experience, and there's a lot of points that I understand from you, understand your skill set and what we are doing. That is important. Okay. So Akshay, it's a great session we have with you, and definitely, even if it help many of the authors, many of the budding entrepreneurs, people to see what you're doing. And I thank you for the session. And good luck for your coming books. And definitely, when you're going to launch, we will like to read it about, and we will like to how what the book is all about.
Yeah, thank you very much, Vikas. As you can see, I told you about my next book. There's also one more book which I'm writing.
Okay.
It's all about it's all about how do I say that, something about dreams as well, but
Okay.
in the other way, where you are also going back to time travel. So
Okay.
I'm just it is all, experiencing in your own field and also
Okay.
experimenting in your own field. So I have experienced and I'm now experimenting it. So this is what has been happening. So science fiction was an experience, and experiment is into the time travel. So this is the basic thing what I'm trying in my third book. Let's
Okay.
see how it comes out.
So
So yeah,
definitely, you are going
thank
to
you
in
again.
2021. You're going to launch two book, right?
hopefully, I cannot
Okay.
say when it is going to launch, but
But you already
hopefully.
preparing for it, right? You are prepared for it and you are working on
Exactly.
it. Yes.
Yes, exactly. I've started working, and it's been like 30% I've finished working on
Okay.
that.
Okay. That's great. That's
Mm.
great. So all the best for the future, and definitely it was great experience with you. Okay. Thank you, Akshay,
Thank
for
you.
the
Thank you,
session.
Vikas.
Yeah. Thank you.